and I'm on a mission to see the hurting get healed and the healed go out and heal others, in order for all of us to experience the true love and light we desire. This podcast is me sharing my journey with you, so you don't feel alone in your journey. Welcome to the Golden Rule Revolution. Hi everyone, I'm Mack, and welcome back to another episode of the Golden Rule Revolution. It's such a pleasure having you join. Today is day 6 of 10, where I simply hit record and deliver a message. And the message for you today is everything is going to be all right. Everything is going to be all right. When massive change happens, and it's happened for millennia on this planet. I mean, Egypt used to be the ruling empire on this earth, and now it is but in antiquity. Atlantis, Egypt, Rome, Greece, all these different kingdoms. Massive change happens, and humanity continues to rise and thrive. And we are entering another one of these massive changes. And one thing that I think is important to ground on through this is, number one, you are going to be okay. No matter what, you're going to be okay. And it is going to be okay. There are things, look, I have left Christianity and religion. My political views have changed. So many things have changed. From being a staunch holiness preacher to now walking in love and light and appreciating the wisdom of plant medicine and different methodologies of breath work and all sorts of different methodologies that I used to think were sinful or evil. My point is, I have stepped out of the small box, the small confined box that really I allowed myself to be in and explore from a soul level, but in fear on this human plane. I was in such fear of, I didn't want to mess up. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to do wrong. I wanted to do right. What is that? But expanding and leaving all these things has created such freedom. And I really know love now. And I've written, to know the love of God, you must find the God of love. And that is as much for me as to share with anyone else. But things change. And one of the things that will change for many people is that which you have believed to be variable A, is actually variable B. And that which you have been told is variable B is actually variable A. And it takes humility or a humbling, one way or the other. It takes humility or a humbling to accept new truths when they are presented. And if you're so dogmatically holding on to certain beliefs, whatever they are, and this goes for me, this is not a preaching, this is for all of us as humans. When we hold on to these beliefs, it doesn't create room for growth or expansion. And so when I say everything is going to be okay, it is going to be okay. That doesn't mean that very soon worldviews are going to get rocked. And it doesn't mean that who we thought were great people in Hollywood and TV and politics and media and figures of the past were actually good people or are actually good people. We might find out that they were, in this context, bad people or evil people, or the protagonists or the antagonist instead of the protagonist, vice versa. So that's really the message, is everything's going to be okay. even in the midst of disclosure that's coming, and there's coming full disclosure. I was reading yesterday that the United States, I think there's more than 200,000 sealed federal indictments right now. And prior to 2020, there used to be around 24,000 at most. So think of how many more sealed federal indictments. That means a grand jury has listened to, and a federal judge has issued an indictment against someone already for crimes, and those are sealed. So when they get unsealed, there will be arrests. People are not prepared for the level of what's about to take place. However, when we start to see the actual truth get revealed, rejoice, because we are free because of truth. So without truth, we are not free, because we can't think above the plane or rise in higher consciousness if we're kept in such low, dense information. And this is just the way it is. This is the way it always will be. For instance, I saw a plan today that there's planning to be COVID-21, COVID-23, COVID-25. It was COVID-19, and they have plans. And so if you are this, I need to get, vaccine, and I believe in masks and all these things, then you will, for the rest of your life, live that. And if you're okay with that, possibly, then that's your calling in this world. But that is not the world that many people want to live in. So my point is that there really are two paths playing out. There's the Great Awakening and there's the Great Reset. And all of us are being called right now to choose a path. And one path leads to the freedom and love of all mankind, and the other path leads to assimilation, control, and really slavery of mankind in a way. You could take it actually literally or metaphorically. But we are in the Great Awakening. Human consciousness is already chosen. We've chosen love and light. We are actually waking up. We are throwing off the throes of control and fear and dense and dark energies, and we are rising into the 5D consciousness. So that path humanity's already chosen. But even until the very end, where we step into full 5D, which you can access now. I mean, it's available now to live in 5D. But as a human collective, there are some that still will choose the 3D experience, and they'll get to, like all of us, live with the consequences of their choices. Now, the law of free will enables every sovereign being on this planet and in the universe to choose. And because love gives love in Hebrew, the Hebrew word for love is a hava. I've shared this many times before. And a hava means to give. Love always gives you exactly what you want. So when you choose, you get what you essentially wanted, even though it might be subconscious wanting. Consciously, you might want something else. When you choose a path, you get what you want. So for many, we're choosing the 5D ascension, the Great Awakening, freedom for all, liberation for all, love for all, light for all, healing for all, emotionally, and then physically. But in the midst of the veil being ripped away so that we can truly all see what's happening, if you feel afraid, if you feel confused, if you feel disoriented, if you feel whatever you feel, just know everything is going to be okay. Get grounded in love and light. Come back to your heart in these times. Come back to your heart. Simply be. Give thanks to God. Give thanks to love. Give thanks to light. Give thanks for all that is good. And ground in the love and light that is available for you. Even while the world around you might swirl and be crazy, you can go back to that very beautiful place in your heart and receive more love. Call more love and light in. And so this podcast episode is really meant to be an encouragement and an awareness of what we're stepping into. And it's going to be beautiful. I'm really excited about it. Really am. I really am. And even for people that think they know, and this is for myself included, enter this time with open hands. Don't grip tightly. Don't clench onto what you think you know. It's just enter this time with open hands. And that which is the highest good for us will remain, and that which isn't will be removed. But in its removing, let's not hold on to it, because that would hurt. Just open hands. Surrender to what is. Allow yourself to be, and everything is going to be okay. Thank you for listening. I know sometimes so many podcasts can get a little too much. So I'm not going to continue these daily, but today's 6. So I got 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 4 more to go after today. And I appreciate you listening. It really blesses me. And I hope you're blessed with so much love and light. I am Lucas Mack, and I'll talk to you on the next episode. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for listening. For support in your journey, go to my website, lucasmack.com.